For daily ask Reddit, people that were bullied in high school, where are your bullies at now? I wasn't bullied, but my brother had to deal with a particularly bad one in high school. It ended after summer, grade 10, when the guy was drunk and walking next to the highway, was struck and killed by a transport truck. Recently died of a drug overdose, and as everyone was writing things on Facebook like you were an amazing person, all I could think was duck this guy I know that's ducked up to say but damn, I attempted suicide, and when I got back to school him and his friends held my arm down so they could see my healing scar on my wrists and laugh at me. Peace out, dude. One girl that bullied me in middle school and high school ended up getting knocked up in at 19. One time I creeped on her Facebook and found her having an argument with the baby daddy's mom on her page. I read all 200 posts of the drama of them going back and forth. That was how I got over it. I ran into him a few years ago. He didn't come from a very good family and would get angry and violent at school. He'd always take it out on the quiet kids like me and just inflict all sorts of emotional abuse. It really ducked me up, to be honest. He cleaned up his act in high school/college. Found the family he never had in his college mates. He was a lot friendlier when I met him and was clearly trying to make an effort. In truth, I'm just glad that he's happy. It was evident that he was messed up as a kid, so it's nice to see him find his way. My childhood best friend, on the other hand, went the polar opposite, perfectly good kid who just went off the deep end and became crazy as an adult, lol. Recently got out of prison. He was driving drunk and killed my cousin. She didn't even live nearby. Her mom and her were on a road trip to some family land 3+ hours from where they lived, and he happened to be on the way. I wish I could say I was angry at him, but mostly it just makes me sad. My family mostly hates the guy, partially on my behalf. One of my formative memories is my dad saying hi to the kid while we were on a walk, and when I asked why, when the kid was mean to me, he said that most mean kids are hurting. I wish I'd taken that chance to be nicer to the kid in return, as he'd largely stopped bullying me by high school. Not that I was mean, but I could have been something. I took that advice and a lot of other things and turned it into a career working with at-risk teens, trying to help them break the various familial cycles that cause them problems. He lost his arm ducking, idiot. There is a picture of him in the yearbook flexing his bicep that no longer exists. He punched so many of my friends with that arm. I didn't believe it when I heard he lost it, because the story goes he picked a fight with the wrong dudes at a bar and they stomped him out and dragged him to the railroad tracks behind the bar. It seems unbelievable, but I looked him up on Facebook and there he is, unable to clap. Side note, it was a pretty common thing in my town in Oklahoma to beat someone down and break their arm on the curb. Jail, dead, and a lawyer. Makes sense. Really? I can't find the study, but a lot of lawyers report being bullies in high school. A majority of police officers reported being bullied in high school. I don't remember the exact stat, but medical doctors reported the least amount of giving or receiving bullying. The authors had theorized that kids start preparing to be doctors at a very young age and aren't preoccupied with adolescent events, so they don't notice bullying and don't engage in that behavior. My bully was quite insistent on throwing gay slurs around, especially at me. I'm straight, but masculine has never been a word anybody has used to describe me. When I looked him up online a few years back, I found that he had married another guy and was currently working in a graphic design studio that was currently doing work for the local Pride parade. I'm guessing all that hatred he threw my way was actually just an internal struggle on his part. If that's the case, I'm glad he sorted all that out, and I hope he's happy now.